Welcome to the Midnight Vigil, the channel where the stars are always right and there really is a monster hiding underneath your bed. So, this is another episode of the Daily Scream, the series where I talk about current events going on in the horror community. So, I'm just going to run through the only game really worth talking about from the first day of E3. What's kind of ironic is that EA, who are a horrible dumpster fire of a company, they spend millions of dollars on this 1 hour presentation and they show you all these big budget games that have spent millions and millions on their budgets and they've been in development for years. And this little indie game from some German studio you've never heard of utterly carried the whole conference on its back. Yeah, okay, Unravel 2 looked good too, but this is a horror channel, so I'm not interested in talking about that. But I'm going to show you the trailer, and I'm just going to talk very briefly about it. So let's go.
Is this real? This world that I live in is empty and cold. The loneliness cuts me and tortures my soul. I'm no child of destiny and no fortune son. I've just chased you so long now, I'm too weak to run. A new day is here, but nothing is new. Alone in my room, I tremble for you.
Okay, and that's pretty much it. So, what you're not missing, there was a really weird, kind of long introduction where the developer introduced the game and talked and talked and just kept talking. And they finally showed the trailer. So I'm not going to show you her talking, but she describes that the game is basically about a woman who, through her loneliness, is transformed into a monster. I think the whole game is obviously a metaphor. I would imagine not just for loneliness, but also depression. The idea that when we're left to our own devices, we can become these horrible, distorted things. And I think the game is going to obviously explore how this person came to be in this state, what happened to the world, why is there water everywhere. This isn't survival horror. This isn't going to be like Resident Evil or Silent Hill, but this definitely looks like Inside or Limbo. Almost, you see her solving puzzles, maybe doing some light platforming, but it looks very creepy. It looks very promising. I just wanted to do a really short video on this. Again, you didn't miss anything if you didn't see E3 today. This was the standout game. This was, in my opinion, the best game. And it's really just telling that EA went to this German studio and accepted this pitch for this game. And they probably just sort of threw it as one of their throwaway games. We need to fill time, whatever. And it just goes to show you the two smallest games that they've done recently. This one looks incredible, and Get Out from last year are actually good games. EA are capable of doing these original titles that are really interesting. But of course, when they make FIFA 39 and Madden 73, and when they whore out the Star Wars franchise for more DLC for a game that the community's already, long since moved on for, it's just crazy that this little indie game stole the whole show so far. But that's pretty much it. We don't know a whole lot about the story. We know what her name is. The woman's name is Kay. She looks almost like a bird creature. I want to say she has feathers, but I could be crazy. And it kind of looks like the water monster. You can see through these textures. I mean, they could be spines, but they look almost feathery too. And the design with the eyes here kind of look like her eyes from the trailer too. Maybe this is supposed to be a manifestation of her emotions. I mean, I'm imagining the game is very metaphorical. But that's pretty much it, guys. I will have videos covering all of the horror news from E3. We're bound to get a few. I don't imagine there's going to be a whole lot of them because E3 is way more mainstream. But if there are any other interesting horror games, you can certainly expect to see me covering them on the channel. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like the content I'm making, you can subscribe if you like. And if you have a Twitter, you can follow me at Midnight Vigil. But that's it, guys. I will see you tomorrow, hopefully with more horror games from E3.